Hello there, greetings everybody. Good evening and welcome here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this channel. So we're here today to do a new Prog album. Yes, and the album I've chosen for tonight is from a band called Legs on Wheels. This is Gobble. I got this off of the Prog Corner when he did his list. I had not even heard of this album. It was one of the few on the list that he put out that I had not heard. And so I went back and checked this out. So that's the album we're gonna do today. Released March 10th, 2026. Recorded at Airtight Studios. It's about 44, almost 45 minutes in length. So right at the upper edge, of my kind of wheelhouse that I like. It's on the Dismembers Club record label, and Kevin Foy master engineering on this particular album. So the band consists of Danny Murgatroyd, obviously a play on words here, vocals and guitar, Alex Crombie on guitars and vocals and percussion, George Roberts on organ, synthesizers, piano, vocals, and tambourine, not trampoline. Ged Hawksworth on drums and percussion, and Dean Stoloff on bass. So my general overall feeling about this album is that it's really complex, really well put together, nice arrangements, very proggy at times, has a jazzy feel, it's a little bit of a punky feel. At times it's heavy, sometimes it's more mellow in sound. And ultimately, this has a very Gentle Giant feel to it, at least to me. Maybe not the more earlier Gentle Giant, but definitely in that area where the 2 weeks in Spain era, which is really quite good. They do a very good job on it. So, lots of complex arrangements, multi-layered instrumentation here. Really good, well put together. I think it was one of the most enjoyable albums I've heard this year. Definitely going to rival Green Desert Trees, Flying Dragons for me, which is up at this point, probably still my favorite album I've listened to for the new Prog albums this year, but this one definitely going to rival it. So my hat's off to Scott Lade. Really hit this one. This was, I think, his number one song or album for the first half of the year so far. And I think he's not far off. If he may be right on, actually. Really, really good shot. Anyways, there are eight or nine tracks. I believe there's 8. So let me check. Yeah, just 8 tracks on this. Pretty typical of a prog album of this nature. Most of the stuff is in the 3 to 5 or 6 minute range, except for the last track, which is epic length, what I would call 10 minutes. So we're going to start off talking about these tracks. So the first track is called Oysters on a Half Shell. Very up-tempo track. Distorted musicality. The vocals are mid-range, clear with a kind of a raw sound at times, but very clear sounding. Multi-layered keyboard sounds as well. The track is very Gentle Giant-like, some off-key sounding key solos here, so really good. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of flashing here on my lighting for some reason. Not really sure. Both lights are not flashing, so I'm not really sure where that's coming from. But we'll continue. Okay, so the next track up is Apes, A-P-E-S. Some ape-like sounds in a wild setting, really here. Then you got some heavy piano, bass opening. Vocals are clear, mid-range, not too distinctive here. Odd time signatures and drum openings. Jumps back to that opening sound with a kind of a vaudeville-like musical support. There it goes again, jumping up again. Some heavy distorted guitar parts as well. Okay, so next up we have Winner Winner. This one's kind of weird. It's kind of a strange song. Slow, melodic, funeral-like organ at the beginning. The vocals are clear, dominant, mid-range, with a hint of an accent on here. Lyrics are quirky, but draw you in because you're trying to hear what he's saying. You got a nice guitar solo. It's odd, melodic, heavy even, but not too heavy. A nice solid rhythmic kind of background and a little bit of a jazzy sound here as well. Next up we have probably up till this point probably the best song on the album. Peekaboo is what it's called. It's a heavier track, more up-tempo, catchy vocals, very Derek Shulman-like here, maybe the most on the album. Very clear, high end, and forward as hell. Odd sounds and lyrics, fast-paced drums are very aggressive on this track as well. Really good track. It's only 3 minutes too. It's one of the shortest tracks on the, if not, I think it actually is the shortest track. So the back side of this album to me is the better side. The front side is what I would call very good. The back side is absolutely outstanding. So you've got the opening track back there, 6:07 in length, Waiting for His Drowning. Starts off fast, does slow and becomes a little bit more melodic or mellow in sound, then jumps back and jumps forward again, becomes very complex. You got a lot of vocals, strong, up-tempo, clear, mid to high range in sound, some great multiple instrumental mixes here, and some heavy guitar riffing and soloing on the back end of this track. Really good track, probably my favorite track at this point in the album, until the next song, which is even better. The next song I think is called Centipede. It's almost 6.5 minutes in length. The vocals are clear, very up-tempo, articulate, and very well done. Instrumentation, very multitude, lots of stuff going on here. I think the bass and the rhythm section are very strong on this particular track, and hence the reason it's probably my favorite track. Catchy but complex mixture of sounds. And then you got a great up-tempo track. Nice keyboard sounds and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of multitude of sounds here. A really good track. I quite like this track. Definitely, I think, for me, the best track on the album. Next up is Dinner Time for Rat. Has this little over 5 minutes in length. Heavy opening, lots of aggressive guitar, keyboards, bass, and drums thrown in here. Some distorted guitar. The vocals are similar to Gentle Giant's sound. This track reminds me of 2 Weeks in Spain. Yes, this is the one that brought me the full length. Next is the final track on the album. It's almost 11 minutes in length. Masteroid is the name of the song. Catchy guitar opening, kind of a jazz fusion-y sound here. Some milder sections with some church organ going on as it kind of slows down slightly. The vocals are clear and mid-ranged in sound. Complex mixture of drums and keyboard soloing going on throughout the track. It speeds up, becomes more complex. All of the instruments on it just speed right up. And then you have a nice kind of choir-like sound towards the back end of the track. Really strong track too. The whole backside is just excellent. I think this is one of the best second half of an album that I've seen this year, either on my What's New or on my new Prog. So this is definitely a competitor for the top album in this category for the year. And I wish I could figure out why this keeps going up and down. There's no reason for it. There's nothing happening with the lights. It's just the computer's not not registering them properly. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you wish, you can make any comment you want about Legs on Wheels, or about this particular album called Gobble. Very strong album. It'll definitely be in my collection before the end of the year, as will Green Desert Tree. Both those albums I think are fantastic. Anyways, we will see you all next week for another episode of New Prog Albums. So have yourself a good evening and goodbye here from the Prog Monster.